Hello everyone, today we're going to be building the Patty Wagon from SpongeBob, and just in case you don't know how it looks like this. So it's basically a burger car. So the first step is to bring a half sphere, press shift and click this top button and drag up to like 35 or just 40. Yep, that's good enough. And like put it like down. So let's see. Yep, to 30. So let's bring this up, make it this color. Now we take this, a scribble, put it in here, and first we draw a circle. Now from here we will draw like a flower, like kind of, but this is gonna be the lettuce. Okay, now press done. Bring it down, or just make it smaller by height, and make this green. Now let's just make it, oh, that's way too big. Let's make it about 3 and align it to the bread. So let's bring this up. Let's go here, press 0.1, shift, drag. Yep. 3. Oh, wait. 3.3 is good. Now let's bring in a box. We'll make it yellow for the cheese. Bring this down to 3. Now make it bigger. So let's see how big this is. 80 by 80. So let's make this 85 by 85. Now let's align all of this again. Bring this up. To about there. Yep. And we've got some cheese. Well, now we'll work on the patty. So let's get a cylinder. Make it about this height, increase it by shift 80. Let's make this 81 by 81. Sides are 64. Put this in, align. Bring this higher. Okay, let's make this a bit smaller. Yep, now put a bevel to full, segments also to full. Now make this dark brown, and now at the bottom of the burger. So let's Command D or Control D, or just click this button up here. Turn this around. Move this down. Okay, this is gonna be a bit bigger, so make this like 83 by 83. Let's move this here. And now let's bring this. Let's take this, move it a bit up. Now, using this, let's make this shorter till about there. Now Now let's group this group, and now we've got a burger. Let's move this all the way to like 0, like just 1. And now let's work on the like number plate. So on the number plate, let's move this a bit back. There is like letters, and it says to go. So like 2, like the number 2, and go. So let's make this 3. Look from top. Let's click this button here, F, or just click this button and decrease it all the way down till here. Now let's bring in a text. Oh, that's a bit too big, but it's okay. Let's delete this and write 2-GO. Yep. And now let's make this smaller. Shift drag. Yep. Let's make this blue and this white. Now let's align. So this is way too big. So let's bring this up a bit. Make it smaller. Yep, exactly there. Bring it up. Yep, there's good. Now let's group these two. Put it as multicolored. Now let's turn this to 90 degrees and put it as the number plate. Make sure it's touching. 1. And now let's work on the like headlights. So let's bring in this, the tube. Now, like, always make the sides a 64, and yeah. Now let's turn this to 90 degrees. Make it smaller, about 12, with shift and drag as usual. Now let's move this in, move it back. Yep, exactly like that. Now we duplicate, move it to the other side. Like this. Let's make these two gray as this gray. So now we're bringing in this. So let's see, a cylinder. So 12 by 12. So let's, like, should we put 11 by 11? Oh, by 11. Yeah, this will work. Let's make it light blue and just move it in. And then let's duplicate this to the other side. Now let's work on the actual place where you sit in. So let's bring this a cylinder, make it a hole, make it big, bring it all the way as it's just reaching the top. Now let's select all of these. Now let's select all of these shapes. Now that we've got all of these shapes, we can group by pressing this. So that's a group. Let's hide this and align all of this. Let's bring it back. It's all fine. No, it's not. Let's ungroup and move this back. Now let's bring these two together, like group these two. No, let's group all of this. Now that we have all of this, let's make it multicolored. And now let's work on the seats. So let's bring this in, this, make the radius a bit, the steps full. So radius as 3.333, it's okay, or just 3, that's okay. Let's bring this up, duplicate this, turn this to the side 90 degrees, bring it down, and move it to 39. Now let's duplicate this again, move it up, make it smaller till about there, yep, and just group. Let's make this dark brown, yes, and turn it this way. Now we just put it in here, so bring it higher, move it, make it smaller, move it to the very side back as possible, and then duplicate, move it there. And now let's work on the steering wheel. So in the cartoon, it's just like two lines just crossing. So let's make the size as 64, bring it down, or no, just keep it the same. Bring this in, make it 2. And now let's bring this down to about the same height. Let's make this a bit smaller. Yep, now we align all of this. Now we duplicate this and we take a turn by 90 degrees. Now we group this and we move it down. We make it black. We bring this. We make it smaller. We move it up. Now let's make all of this black. Turn it this way, then 180 this way. Oh, now let's move it up. There, good enough. Before we do the wheels, let's do the windshield. So let's bring in this sphere. We move it to about the middle of the car. So let's take all of this, hide. Hide this as well. Now we just align this. Now we just make this big, very big. Move it down, big, till about there. Make the sides as 24. And then let's duplicate this, move it down a bit. Yep, now select these two shapes, align, height. Now let's group these two shapes, and then we take this, we bring it up. Bring it to the edge, and then we duplicate this shape, move it down and side. Now everything is covered. Now let's select these shapes with shift and click, or just select it by drag. We group all of this, and now we have windshield. Let's move it down to about there, and we make it transparent, so we get like that window kind of look. So now it's the wheels. Now the next step is the wheels. So for the wheels, it's very simple. Just a sphere, make it pretty thick for wheels, which is very weird, but still. Let's make this 90 degrees. Make it really small. The Patty Wagon is real. The wheels are like really small. Make this to 0. Move this back to about here. Now from here we duplicate this. We make it smaller. We bring it out a bit. Wait, no, we make it really small to about like 5. Now we select these two shapes, align. Now that we have this shape, take this shape, move it all the way to the other side. Now we take this, duplicate, we also move it all the way to the other side. Now let's make this green, this black, and this green. Now we select all of these shapes and we move it forwards. We duplicate, move it all the way back like that. And now the final step is to add the teeny tiny flag at the back. We make a flag, so we put this here, put it down, make it longer, and it's going to say KK. For the final step, we just bring this, we bring it up, and we just place it on there. Now we make this gray and gray. We make it really small. We place it on the Patty Wagon. And we have completed the Patty Wagon. I hope you liked the video, and thank you for watching.